Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Okay, so I just had like the weirdest ass dream, but and I was going to do some tarot with it, but what's happening right now is I woke up earlier, I did some tarot, the videos are still uploading because I guess the retrograde is really retrograding, or I don't know if it's just where I am right now in the fucking Wi-Fi is super duper stupid, acting up in the ethers. I don't know. But anyway, I fell asleep like 2 hours ago and the fucking videos are still uploading, so I don't know what's going down. So they're on my other phone, and right now trying to record for y'all on a different one. Okay, so this is the dream, and it's weird as fuck, but maybe somebody knows what it means, or it's for someone. So anyway, I pull up somewhere, and it was at a hotel, and I don't even know how I had a key to this because it wasn't even my room. And the person that was there is somebody that I knew, but we'll just say an ex or something, okay? So, an ex. I pull up, get out, go into the room. The person is sitting there, and it looks like they're packing, and they have all their stuff. So I'm talking to the person, but the person's not giving me really like no communication. So as I'm talking to them, I'm asking them like, you packed up and you left while I wasn't home? But again, we're at a hotel, and apparently this is their hotel room, and I just walked in as if, like I said, I must have had a key or something, because I didn't, like, I don't remember a hesitation from me walking into the door and me talking to them. So I'm like, you packed up while I wasn't there? While I wasn't home, so it threw me off, because like, why would you pack up while I wasn't home is what I was thinking. So it made me instantly say, I said, did you touch any of my stuff? I don't know about y'all, but I got a big problem with people touching my stuff. And for somebody to move while you're not at home, like, that's some real sneaky ass shit. And I just did a reading on somebody moving when somebody wasn't home, so I don't know if the dream is now pertaining to them or what the fuck. But anyway, so now I start looking around the room, like, you know what I'm saying? And mind you, initially when I walked in, nobody was there. Okay, so this shit is about to get weird. So nobody was there. So they're sitting on the edge of the bed, and they like got their head down there, very sad, and it's like they moving at a snail's pace, packing up whatever it was they had taken from wherever we lived at, right? So now I'm just like carousing through the room, like, you know, looking in the bags and shit, like making sure that the shit they had was only theirs and not none of mine. Because I'm not protesting the person leaving. I was more or less looking, I guess, to make sure that they didn't take none of my shit. So I'm like looking through the bags, and they not saying nothing, because, you know, I'm just talking very nice. I'm like, you know, why would you leave when I wasn't there? You know, I was coming back to, but anyway, what happened before that was that I was at I must have been at either a mall or something, but wherever I was there for a long ass time, okay? But either way, it made me think that I had went away and I was back where I live at or something, I don't know. Anyway, so why would you leave when I wasn't home? And then, so now I'm like, I still have my back turned, but I'm like by the closet or something. So I'm looking, and then as I'm looking through the stuff, I turn around and somebody laying on the bed. But nobody was laying on this bed from the beginning. So now there's a female laying on the bed, a weird looking ass female, and it looked like somebody that I knew, but again, just the two people, like my person and that person didn't, I don't know, it just didn't match. Like, why would they be here? But anyway, I didn't even make notice of the person. I just act like I ain't see him, and I kept on going. So, still just talking. Okay, so what's up? And like, what's good with you? Like, what's wrong? But mind you, the person is still not really saying too much. They kind of like, I don't know if it was kind of like they was in a trance or something, but either way, they was kind of like just being very slow, like still putting this stuff in bags, like they were still packing, which is throwing me off because that's weird. But anyway, okay, so as I'm still talking, I'm still like, well, I was only going to this place, so you could have waited till I came back, and we could have talked about whatever it was that was wrong with you or whatever. And as I'm talking, kids now pop up. Like, I turn around again, and now there's kids. And it wasn't just, first it started with one, and then it ended up with like a gang of kids, which is weird. And then the person, for some reason, as I walk up to them, they're standing up by the window. Like the hotel had a window, so they're standing by the window. So I walk up to them, and I'm standing face to face to the person, and they're talking to me. And so what I had on that day was like a hoodie shirt, some jeans, and it looked like I might have came from work or something. And these little, I wear it's like these little doll baby shoes or something. I don't know how to explain them. They're like slide-ons. Sometimes I get them from Nike, and I done fucked up so many pair of them. And you can get them from Walmart too. They're just all white. But when I get them from like Nike, they're still all white, and they might have like a blue Nike check on them. Just in the back, so you'll know they're Nike. When I get them from Walmart, they don't got no check on them. They just like Bruce Lee shoes or whatever, which I probably need to stop, because literally I wear them so much that now my ankles are starting to tan, because like my ankles are always left out, and I'm always wear sunny. So I need to probably wear socks or something, but I never wear socks in my sneakers or none of that. So that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I had that on. So the person looks at me, and I'm, standing in front of them, like, and they're now looking down at me because this person's taller than me. And I'm like, so what's up? Like, what's the problem? I mean, I don't have no problem with you doing whatever you're doing, but just, what is this? And, like, why is it all these fucking kids here? Because then all of a sudden it's like kids and it's noisy. And so they proceeded to look at me, and they was like, damn, wherever you was, you must have been, doing bad or something. And I said, what? Wherever you was, you must have been doing bad over there. And I'm like, what you mean? Because I'm trying to figure out, like, what do you mean? Because if you talk about what I got on, I came from, anyway. So before I got out to say whatever, all I was saying, I remember saying, what do you mean? Because I didn't know what the person meant. Like, are you looking at my clothing? Because this is what the fuck I'll be wearing when I'm at work, motherfucker. But anyway, the feeling that it gave me was like, oh, and now you're trying to talk down to me? Like, because I don't know what I was going to say, but either way, the feeling that I gave was this person knew, like, you know what I am, motherfucker. What are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't let the looks fool you. So what the fuck are you talking about? Because, again, I'm like, what do you mean? Because I didn't find nothing wrong with what I had on, and I know, I know what I am, motherfucker. But anyway, before I said something, now another girl shows up. A light-skinned girl that is like, I don't know if I ever seen her, but anyway, because in my mind, when the one that was laying on the bed, when she looked up, when I realized she was there, when she looked up at me, she had this smile on her face. But like I said, I just ignored the fact that, bitch, you were even there. Like, I didn't even care. And now another girl shows up, and it's like she is now, like, I guess trying to get the person that I'm talking to, like, to walk away from me or something. And so I don't know what that is or what that was. I've never been in that type of, situation, but I don't know where all these people came from, and I don't know where like that came from, because again, I've never had anybody move out on me when I wasn't home, or any of that. And so that was just weird, because I don't know what the girl was trying to do, but all I know is I just remember waking up, because I'm probably not one for being in those type of situations, because I think that what my thought process was when I woke up was, I'm about to fight both of these bitches. So I don't know, like, I don't think anybody will put me in that type of situation, because again, I probably would be nice, but I'm not the one for anybody to be kind of rolling up on and thinking like, what I'm saying, you're going to try to, I'm not that, because win, lose, or draw, you're going to have to, okay? But anyway, it was weird, because where the fuck all these kids come from? And who is dealing with this? Because I don't like that. And the person, I promise you, seems like they're under a spell or in a trance or something, because they just wasn't talking. It was almost like trying to give you the silent treatment, but it was like they wanted to say something, but when they started saying something, they started saying shit that they knew, like, you must have been doing bad. Like, what the fuck does that mean, nigga? Your mom must be doing bad, because I'll wear whatever the fuck I want to wear. But anyway, that just threw me off. And then the night before that, and these are all like, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll do something, and then all of a sudden when I go back to sleep, it'll just be a small skit of something, and then I'll be waking right up anyway, because it's time for me to wake up. But yesterday I had a dream, and the image was like my kid or something. So I walk in the house with one of my kids, and then another one of the kids is there, and it was a totally different house than the house I live in now. I don't know what the fuck this house was, because I could only see like the living room, and it had a fucking lace ass tablecloth on the table. My table is glass, so I don't know what the fuck that was either, but I swear it looked like something that was old school. But anyway, I walk in the house, and apparently one of my sons was sitting on the side of the, like, in a chair or something. And I get to the kitchen table, like, but all this shit was in the same area, which is okay. And there was a cake that was there, but it was almost like the top of the cake was cut off, and it was just laying flat on the lace tablecloth. And I'm like, why the fuck would y'all cut the top of the cake off and leave it on the table? Like, that's weird. And it wasn't even on it, and it was just like the icing laying on the motherfucking tablecloth. It was weird. So, like, what the hell are y'all in here doing? So my daughter's laughing because, she thought the shit was funny. So she going around to the other side, and I guess she was putting up whatever it was we came in the house with. And so then, which would probably be her response, because that's, the way she is. And that's probably what I would normally do too. But, and when your mom Gary go off on you, the other kids be laughing. So then I said something to him, and he responded in a way that my kids know better, because motherfucker, that's a no. Don't play in my motherfucking face. So he responded in a way that was just not the way you talk to your mom. So I walked up to him, and he had his phone in his hand, so I snatched the phone out of his hand, and I smacked him upside the head. So this person says, because that wasn't my kid, my kids know better. He says, I'm gonna call the cops. And I said, you can call the motherfucking cops. And matter of fact, something, I don't know what the hell, how it transpired, but anyway, the end result was me saying, you can go with them, because you don't gotta be here. So we was having words or whatever, but needless to say, you can get the fuck out and go wherever the fuck it is, because if you that grown to be talking, then nigga, you could go where the fuck you need to go. But anyway, my kids ain't that. So, and my kids, all of them are grown. So right now, I don't even have a kid that, my last son is 18 years old now. So, and he know good and damn well if I ever come home and it's a piece of a whole slab of just icing on the motherfucking table, I don't give a fuck how grown you are, you're gonna get two-pieced, and that's the end of that, because you got me fucked up. And But I don't even know where these weird ass dreams coming from. But when I woke up, even from that dream, it gave me the feeling like somebody's trying to turn your family against you or something, or somebody's trying to turn your kids against you. That's weird. Like, what type of love are y'all in that a person is jealous of your children? That's two different types of love. And I don't like that. Like, yeah, I don't like that version. So I don't know what these dreams are, what these little pieces of something is, but either way, I don't like it, because ain't neither one of them scenarios for me. Because probably first and foremost, if somebody left me when I wasn't home and I go home and they gone, I'm not gonna go look for them and find out what they took. I'm gonna just start cleaning up my house and see what they took, and then I'm gonna change the locks on the door, and you made your choice and go with God, okay? So yeah, that's how I would not have that situation. And so I don't know who is going to, looking for people after they walked out on you, because why are you gonna do that? That situation is gonna go seriously left, okay? Straight from the gate, because they already left. That mean they don't want you. So you made your choice and your decision. I hope you find your happiness on the other side of the rainbow. But anyway, so those were my dreams, and I'm just sharing. And if anybody knows what the fuck they are, then y'all leave me a comment. Thank you for being here, and pretty soon there should be some videos uploading if the energy allows it, because right now that shit been stuck in the heavens for 2 hours right now. So hopefully this one uploads. Good day. Go with God.